Hey everyone, Dan back with another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at this vintage menu number 1 beef steak with mushrooms. I believe this one dates sometime to the early to mid 2000s. We'll get it opened up and see. But I know that's one of the older menu items that's not still around. So we're going to get this thing opened up and check it out. Alright. So, for contents, there's our main entree. Beef steak with mushroom gravy, chunk and formed, smoke flavor added. And let's see if there's a lot code on that. 5345. So I'm going to say this is an 05 produced MRE, so mid-2000s. Got our hot beverage bag. That one's a little different than the later ones, like more of a clear material, if you've seen some of the later ones. Let's see, got a chocolate dairy shake. Some sort of mystery item, this isn't even labeled, so I guess we'll figure out what that is. Western style beans, I've never seen that before. Ooh, steak sauce. Our spoon. Accessory pack. Lastly, the crackers and our FRH. Oh, and there's something still hanging out in there. And lastly, some strawberry or blackberry jam. So we'll go ahead and take a look at this stuff here. I'm going to get some water for our FRH and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back with that water, so we're going to get this FRH going. Tear that top portion. And then you're going to fill just to that top line, so it doesn't need a whole lot of water if you haven't worked one of these before. A little bit. So, yep, we're right about there on the line. So, we'll go ahead and fold that over. See if we can get that going. And get our beef steak opened up. That's already starting to get warm. Let's see if we can get that. Inside the box if it wants to cooperate. Oh man, I'm having all kinds of trouble with this today. There we go. Start heating up for us. So we're going to lean that up. Get stuff in here. So we're going to use that little Esbit stove, and that'll be our rock or something. So while that's heating up, I'm curious to take a look at this mystery package. So I'm going to open up the mess kit here so we can use that to take a look at it. So yeah, let's see what this mystery pouch is. I'm curious. Never seen something come in that was like completely unlabeled like that. And, oh, some Tootsie Rolls. 2 packs of the Tootsie Rolls there. So we'll save those for later. You know what? Should also heat up this Western style beans, a side entree. If we can squeeze that in the box there. Now we got both those entrees going. So now to this dairy shake. I am not going to eat this dairy shake, and there's a reason for that. Back when I first went to basic training in '08, medic school, Fort Sam Houston, we were eating MREs from like '03, '05 time frame like this one, and these dairy shakes were recalled. I don't remember what years or what lot numbers, but these were recalled for making people sick. So we're just going to leave this out. But if you haven't seen one of these, it basically just turns into like a chocolate milkshake type deal, and they were pretty good, but I'm not going to risk it if this is one of the recalled ones, so that one's just going to get set over there. So we got the steak sauce, not going to do much with that. So let's check out this accessory packet then, see what's going on here. So we got our toilet paper, taster's choice, guarantee that's probably bad, chiclets. See here. Oop. That's a non-dairy creamer. Last one I had like that was bad. Some salt. Domino sugar. That'd be good if the coffee's still good. Probably not. Some ground red pepper. That'll probably go with those Western style beans. And a moist towelette. And of course the standard matches. So on the off chance that this taster's choice is still good, we'll check that out. Maybe we'll make some coffee. But I guess it's going to be dry molded, because that's usually what you find. I didn't tear that quite enough. Let's take a look at that. Oh wow, look at that. This one actually doesn't have any dry mold on it. I'm pretty impressed. So maybe we will make some coffee. Grab our canteen cup from up here. And go ahead and pour the rest of that in. I'm really impressed that that's not dry molded. Usually it is. So I'll add that Domino sugar in. It's not the best coffee, so I need something to kind of do it up. And see how this creamer looks. I bet you this isn't good though. Oh no, wow, look at that. So this MRE obviously was really well stored, because I did one that was 2010, I believe, or maybe it was 06. Either way, it was newer than this one, and the creamer and the coffee were not good, so I'm fairly impressed that that stuff all held up. Go ahead and add a little water. Now in theory you could use this hot beverage bag to mix this and then put it inside with your FRH, but I don't know, they never worked that well for that in my opinion, and what we ended up using these for was to like protect like personal items you didn't want to get wet. So that's what these were good for, and I'm just going to throw it over there for that. Get our spoon out. Trying to get, pour into that and then pour it back out was always kind of a mess. So let's see. Now, I said that creamer looked okay, but look at that. It's not really, it's kind of like curdling almost. So, I don't know, I might pass on that, because, yeah, it's like turning into chunks. So maybe it was okay, but creamer shouldn't really non-dairy creamer shouldn't really curdle like that. It doesn't look too good. Maybe I should have left the creamer out. Probably would have been okay then. So, well, I guess we'll put that aside. Check out these crackers. Oh, good hiss there. Let's see. We'll bring this over. Check out these crackers. Now, I imagine some of these crackers might be good with those beans too, but we're going to try out one with some of this blackberry jam. That jam still looks pretty good. Let's see. Try that out on that cracker. A little runny. That jam goes really well on that classic MRE cracker. These crackers are non-salted. They used to be salted in the earlier ones. They stopped salting them, so they just kind of have a plain, buttery flavor. But they really are some of the best crackers out there. Pardon my chewing, but that is a good cracker. That's some really good jam. So, I'm going to give those entrees a few more minutes here, and then I'll be back and we'll check those out, see how those are. Alright, so that beef steak's still heating up, but while we're waiting for that, I'm going to try check out these Western style beans. Well, not anybody stuck in a tent or inside a Humvee overnight with someone that just had this, that's for sure. But we'll see what it's all about here. Squeeze that out onto a tray. Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, it's interesting looking. Well, if it always looked like that, or if the beans have just broken down over the last 12 years. It's more of, it's kind of like, I don't know what else is in it. It's beans and something else. Probably some peppers. So we'll check that out here. Well, in fact, we can look at the ingredients. So we had kidney beans, pinto beans, lentils, tomatoes, salt, tomato paste, jalapeno peppers. So, it's probably going to be pretty good. Go ahead and take a taste. See those different beans in there. And that's really good. It basically just tastes like a bean chili. If you ever had a meatless chili for some reason, that's what it tastes like. So that's really good. I bet if you put some of that, and drop on that cracker. Put some of that on a cracker here. That would be pretty good. Check that out. And that goes really well with that MRE cracker. Pardon me, top of my mouth full. This is not a menu I ever encountered when I was in. I'm guessing it maybe, I think it was discontinued. And, I mean, these beans are really good. This would be a really, like, hearty meal to have, especially if you were in a colder environment. This would be really, I think it would really fill you up. So, we're going to go ahead and, this is probably about done. So let's go ahead and check out the steak here. I'm going to move these crackers. Some of these just never want to peel open the way they're supposed to. You get that inner packaging, and sometimes that one opened up. Sometimes they don't. So you can see in there, looks like your typical MRE beef patty, but oh, we spilled some of that mushroom gravy there, but I don't think that's going to be too bad to mix with those beans anyway. So we'll take a taste of that on its own. And then I think I'm going to put some of those pepper flakes on it and see what that's about. So you can see, it looks like your typical MRE beef patty. Taste-wise, it's pretty good. It has that smoky flavor, which they said was added in there. Smoky, salty. That mushroom still has good texture to it. So that's pretty good. Those held up. And we'll add a little bit of steak sauce on there. See what that does for it. Taste a little bit of that on its own. So that's a different... That steak sauce is pretty good. It's, here we go, we'll spill a little of that there. It's not like your typical A1 steak sauce. It's a little more sweet, almost like more of a barbecue type flavor. Throw some of that red pepper on those beans. But it's not like your typical A1. I actually like that. It's a really good sauce. Let's see what those beans are with some of that red pepper. That red pepper adds a nice kick to it. It's pretty good. Definitely has some bite. That's some pretty potent red pepper powder. So if you use that and don't like spicy stuff, I caution you, because that has a nice bite to it. Try some of that beef patty there on the cracker, because, well, these crackers are just good. As expected, that goes really well. This is really a great MRE. This is probably... Never had this one till now. I gotta say, this is overall really satisfying. Maybe it's just because I'm hungry, but it's better than a couple of the other ones I reviewed, and some of the ones I remember when I was in. So, if you can find one of these, definitely pick it up. This is a really good menu. So, lastly, we'll check out our last remaining item, Tootsie Roll. However, like I did say earlier, if you come across any of these and you see that dairy shake, do some research before you eat it. Some of them were recalled. You know, last thing you want to do is end up sick eating a bad dairy shake. So these Tootsie Rolls look great. I mean, everything in this MRE held up really well. I mean, it was stored well when we had it, but I don't know where it came from previously. That Tootsie Roll still tastes totally fresh, soft, chewy, not stale or anything. So, overall, everything in this MRE was really good. I think that creamer may have passed, but that happens. Pretty happy with this one. So, questions, comments, leave them below. Apologize for chewing on the Tootsie Roll. But keep your eye out for that beef steak with mushrooms menu number 1. Because this was a really good MRE. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon with some more vintage ones. Thank you.